A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway at Hard Rock. D.S. Cribs to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
44, ready. Shot.
Tua taken right to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Right.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Lady. Get up.
Herbert from the gun. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Eskridge on the return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown Miami! The Dolphins get it down to a single point. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. On the move, headed right. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hey, ram.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On target to Dobbins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They snap it to Herbert. He finds it beyond the marker. That'll be the 1st and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the 1st. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Eskridge on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 13-7 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers sack a big return onto that pick. Look at this. They've got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Herbert now. This one's caught. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game in the first half. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Herbert to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Throwing now, Herbert. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins will have themselves a short field to begin the drive.
Ready. Set.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 30 on second down. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming.
Right here. 20, TX. Hey, turbo one.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Tagovailoa throwing on fourth. He's on the move. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They send a man in motion. First and 10, Herbert. Davis there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on first is Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickel back. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That throw finds Johnston. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert from the gun. Headed out right. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the... Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he will score. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins push their lead further to start the half. Tyreek killed a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins take possession of the football.
You better go on my YouTube. Go ahead and quit.